very good morning and welcome to another exciting start to your week. Now, what better way to kick things off than with Sporty Monday? Your go-to show for all things sports. Now, we are here to get your week going with the latest highlights, in-depth analysis, and of course, key moments from the world of football and rugby. From the fast-paced thrill of football to the raw power and strategy of rugby. Now, today, we turn our attention to Harambee Stars, who are outshone by host Zanzibar in the Mapinduzi Cup. Now, with only 18 days to go, we'll also shift focus to the upcoming CHAN tournament and explore how Kenya is well prepared for the big show. Plus, we dive into the intense action of the Kenya Cup, where rugby's finest clash. Now, across our borders also, our very own Steve Chitera is back to break down the latest Bundesliga tactics. Plus, we'll recap how European teams fared in the FA Cup and, of course, the Carabao Cup. And today, it's full house. We have Jacob Isia, Steve Chitera, Brenda Ongalo joins us, and also we have Zita Jimoi on the scoreboard. I'm your host, Wycliffe Harambee, sitting in for one Isaac Swila Tijan. Now, over to you, Zita, on the scoreboard. What do you have for us?
Thank you so much, Harambee. Of course, I'll be here giving you the update about CHAN. And as you know now, we don't have hopes, but we are sure that we're going to host CHAN. Of course, we'll be telling you about the part of the stadiums that have been given the green light on the training stadiums. And then again, we will be giving you, of course, the update on Mapinduzi Cup and the outstanding player. And in the team of the week, of course, we don't have EPL this week, but we'll be giving you another team of the week, very interesting one. And we have one Afande Sele that will be giving you as all those updates on the team of the week. Back to you, Randy.
Well, thank you very much, Zita. Looking forward to that. Now, to our question of the day, we ask you, do you think Harambee Stars has what it takes to conquer CHAN after the Mapinduzi Cup upset? Do you think Harambee Stars have what it takes to conquer CHAN after the Mapinduzi Cup upset? Of course, you can send in your answers to Wycliffe Harambee, that is on X, and hashtag will be Sporty Monday. You can also SMS us on 22422. We'll sample your views as we continue with these broadcasts. Now we start with matters Harambee Stars, gentlemen and ladies. You saw what happened yesterday between Harambee Stars and Zanzibar. But of course, let's take a look at how that match went. Actually, it was on Saturday. Let's take a look at how that match went between Harambee Stars and Zanzibar. Yes, we lost 1-0 in that match in very controversial circumstances. But let's start first with you, Brenda. What do you think really happened to Harambee Stars in that particular match? I mean, they were doing very well, having a draw against Burkina Faso, then winning against Tanzania. What happened in this particular match?
I'd say having gotten a draw against the most difficult team, of course, in the entire Mapinduzi tournament, and then getting the win against Tanzania made the Harambee Stars. They went in with some sort of overconfidence. They could not maintain the focus on making sure that they reached the finals of this particular game. And then it is important for us to mention that yes, Harambee Stars may have not been up to the task for this particular match, but the quality of officiating in this particular tournament has been in doubt, and that was open with the very unfortunate incident that so the match official exchanging blows with the player, with the Harambee Stars captain at that particular point. So a couple of issues, quality of officiating, and we may have undermined Zanzibar, forgetting that Zanzibar are the hosts and they had the home ground advantage to themselves. But also the quality of leadership that we are seeing in the team. Yes, we are building a team that was supposed to, this is the particular team that we expect to see them play in the CHAN that is coming up in a month's time, and with the draws coming up on Wednesday. But then now, what does that speak of the team that we have? Are we just giving call-ups because we want to, or is it experience? But the experience, is it the infield play, or is it also leadership qualities? Because Harambee Stars would have easily gotten back into the game, but after that incident, it became very difficult for the team to even come back to the game and focus after the incident. So, yeah.
Well, we'll get to that controversial moment of the red card and, of course, the blows. Now, Shitera, the controversial moment was towards the end of that particular match, but the whole match we saw them playing to actually a draw before that 95th minute goal. What do you attribute to that? Is it that they were overconfident, as Brenda has said, or it's just maybe the team selection, or what went wrong in those 90 minutes?
I had some reservations. I knew we would do better, and I said it. We would either draw or win. But a draw would have seen us through. And I think in front of home fans, I think there was this deliberate attempt to try and get Zanzibar some favor so that they can maintain the status as they go into the finals, which is very unfortunate because the referee handling of the game, in my own view, was not up to standards. And my advice to such tournaments, when you organize such tournaments, let us live up to the standards of the beautiful game. Because when you try and force some decisions that will impact the outcome, in my view, does not augur well with the standards that were laid down by the people who initiated this game. The idea behind football is to have the best team carrying the day. But when you try and inflict some sense of decisions that will tilt the results, in my view, was not good. But to the contrary, I will not also say that whatever the captain did was okay. He should have offered leadership, because whichever way, he was red carded and he went out, whether he snatched the red card or not, altogether he went out. So let us instill some sense of discipline, and probably it will have given us some sort of confidence back into the game, because it is after the incident that we really lost our mental stability and really played into the gallery, probably, of the referee. I will give an example of which I know we will discuss, but look at how Manchester United handled themselves. Yeah, a red card was given, but they maintained their cool and held Arsenal to a 1-1 draw, and eventually winning it on post-match penalty. So, as players, we should have some sort of discipline. A player sent out does not mean that they have won. We could have maintained our discipline and, of course, probably fight for a 0-0 draw. That is all we needed to qualify and face Burkina Faso that we drew with. And we could have shown the referee that we can do it. So probably the team is new, the technical bench is new. Such results we would get, but as we go into CHAN, I think it's a good platform that Kimanzi has set. And I'm very optimistic that we will post good results in CHAN, but not winning the tournament, because in CHAN, compared the years we have participated in, I think they resemble AFCON, the senior tournament. So it's something that we really need to cultivate, that we should be in all these tournaments year in, year out. And I believe the new leadership at FKF will provide that. It is a new environment that everyone is enjoying. So we hope to enjoy it into tournaments like CHAN and AFCON, and probably post good results and ranking worldwide in terms of football.
Zita, of course, that red card and the controversy that followed that is maybe one of the highlights of that particular match. What do you make of the referee's action, actually going on to punch Abud? Is that what you expect in the upcoming CHAN, that kind of referee? What do you make
of course,
we're
not expecting that, because that was very wrong for the referee. He needs to know how to handle his emotions. He needs to know how to control his emotions. Wanatusiwaga hata huko majuu, wanaambiwaga maneno mbaya mbaya, but again, he needs to know how to control his emotions. That was very wrong for the referee to do that. I think that's why people felt that he was very biased to Kenyan team, because seeing that unataka kupiga player, alafu now you're giving you're doing decisions kwa grounds and you're azifai. So I think that is the reason why tulifeel, of course, wamepeanwa tu kwa sababu ni watu wa nyumbani. Unaelewa? So we're not going to see that in CHAN. Of course, it's going to be professional, because we have all 17 teams that are going to participate. And then for Vijana, they did their best. Seeing that most of the team included the young players like Kelly Madada, and then seeing that Brian Musa, it was his first actually playing for the national team, and then 2 games against Burkina Faso and Tanzania. He was involved in the two goals, and again he became the man of the match. So him being the first team to play for Harambee Stars, it means that we are building something. We are building a team. Kimanzi knows what he's doing. That is a learning lesson from what happened in the Zanzibar's game against Kenya, and I know next he knows tukikuwa na red card, who are we going to put? Are we going to put the experienced players to handle the game? Because experienced players have the experience, they know how to handle pressure and everything. And Abudu is an experienced player. He has like almost 40 caps or something, and then he's 30 going to 33. So for me, I think he knows he needs, as a captain, you need to have a leadership that you show to the other younger players. But again, it's a game, it's an emotional thing. Of course, football is all about emotional, and all in all, the Harambee Stars did well.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's according to Zita. And coming to you, Isia, we see the kind of players that will be fielding in the CHAN most probably. And what do you think will happen to Harambee Stars when they come to CHAN with this kind of players who have been bundled out by Zanzibar in the Mapinduzi Cup? And also talking about Francis Kimanzi as the coach, do you think he should continue with the team?
So number one is to say Happy New Year to our viewers. Last Monday was not here when you kicked off the shows for this year. And then to say, I don't want to belabor the points that my colleagues have put across, but essentially to comment about Kimanzi's job is to say that I am happy with what he did for 2 reasons. Number one, out of the 3 matches that we played against Burkina Faso, against Kilimanjaro, and then against Zanzibar, we had 21 players starting in those 3 matches. So the first match we played, the second match there were 5 changes, the third match there were 6 changes. So you have 21 players starting within 3 matches. And to me, that was important for a coach who is coming after a long time from the national team and handling only local-based players, so that because we are just a few weeks to CHAN, you can select. And I listened to him when I was talking to journalists after the first match. He was saying, I'm seeking for answers from these players. So answers, I give you a match, play, give me an answer. What do you want me to do with you in the next match? And so I think this diverse squad, he has now, I want to believe he got some answers, including answers like from a player like Abudi. You know, I've known Abudi Ahmad for many years, and this was the first time he was being given the armband, and how he handled himself, I want to believe he gave Kimanzi an answer. And you know, Kimanzi is that known as his coach. Is that coach is going to deal with you the way you play. I have seen Abud even in the national team. Remember during Engin Firat's time, just last year, there's a time he was expelled from camp because of fighting with another player, Eric Johanna. Yeah. Then we have seen again in a Kenyan Premier League match the way he behaved. I don't want to concentrate so much on the referee. I want to concentrate on my own. Because, for example, people look even at the little details. Like, if you have this kind of a player, you have maybe Senegal coming to play here, and they know you can provoke somebody is going to react, they get you a card very quickly. So I think the players have given the coach answers, and I want to believe that we are going to get a very good, maybe now a good first 11 going to CHAN. But secondly, is to say that when you look at the 3 matches we played, had we qualified for the final, we would have had the 4th match at least to do more tests on the players. You understand? For example, that was the first match when Farouk Shikala was playing after the first matches by Bino Mondi in goalkeeping. Then Moses Shuma of Kakamega Homeboys was starting the first match as a striker. The others, it was Akita Mushiri. You understand? So, meaning that we lost at least a chance of getting to the final and get another match to test our players, which, again, would have been a bigger plus for us. Essentially, going to CHAN, what I expect, Orandi, is that we are going to put a good show. We will be more composed. There has been rumors about, the coming of a new coach. We want to believe that Kimanzi is going to be in charge until maybe the end of CHAN. It will be better because at least he has had the time to be with the players, and therefore he can resonate with them better than a new coach coming when we are almost a few weeks to the tournament. Yeah, if the new coach maybe comes, he can observe the team going to the World Cup qualifiers that come in March. Then at least he can now blend the local players and the international ones. But do I need to say that, Orandi, that apart from the preparation on the pitch concerning Harambee Stars, there is another major bit that is critical, because Kenyans have come to realize that CHAN is coming. Finally, there was a lot of doubt going to December last year. But because we are confirming that CHAN is coming almost the last minute, many things, including marketing of how Kenyans are supposed to react to the game, have not been done. And now we have a very short time, for example, to tell our fans, it is not enough just to have CHAN here. We need to be even in the stadium and make sure that we don't show a very bad picture to CAF.
Exactly.
That we failed 1996, 2018, but now 2025, we have gotten it right, not only on the pitch, but all around.
But yeah,
Yeah, because just to add, that would really add to the game and the flair, because why would we not be in the stadiums? We have been complaining we do not have this stadium. We have been seeing images and they're beautiful stadiums. So the call to Kenyans is, let's come out and watch CHAN. Let us support the teams that are coming to play. I mean, most of these players have not had an opportunity to participate in continental matches. So this is huge for us. Let us start with that as a build-up for AFCON.
Indeed.
It's very important that we mention the marketing of the game.
Indeed.
Yeah.
The stadiums need to be full, at least since we are, because this time it has come to Kenya, and finally it will be held from the 1st of February to the 28th. Now, let's take up the question of the day once again. Do you think Harambee Stars have what it takes to conquer CHAN after Mapinduzi Cup upsets? And responses to 22422, that is the SMS line. Hashtag is Sporty Monday, and also you can tag me at Weekly for Rani, that is on X. Now we want to cross over to Zita Jimoi to give us the players of the week, and also will take us through the team of the week. Over to you, Zita.
As I said, of course, today we are going to do it a little bit different, and today we're doing it with the local players. When you're matches Mapinduzi Cup, who is going to be the player of the week, and who is going, we're not doing all of them are the player of the week. They did very well in the Mapinduzi Cup, and I want to start with Brian Moshiri. Of course, his first international game to play was against Burkina Faso, and then he played against Tanzania. Of course, fantastic midfielder, doing very well in the international team manze. Ukiwa mtu wa kwanza alafu kuja hapa alafu na playing as a defensive midfielder but unacheza vizuri hivyo manze. He was involved with the two goals that were scored against Tanzania. Of course, you can see him there. He's only 26 years, manze. Huyu ni hapa tulafit tumweke, huyu ni star. 26 years. He plays for Kenya Police. Of course, he was signed from Posta Rangers, and he's doing marvelous work again in the local that is the local team, that is Kenya Police. So he is going to be one of the big outstanding player in Mapinduzi Cup. And then kitu moja ni cup yake ya pili manze. Amecheza game mbili tu kwa Harambee Stars, cup yake ya pili. So that is Brian, okay, of course. The second one is Boniface Boniface is the second player that did marvelous work manze. Huyu ni wa KDF. Hata ukiona national anthem ikiimba alikuwa hapa. Huyu ni wa KDF. So Boniface Mushiri doing his 8th, of course, caps for the national team, scoring a goal against I think Burkina Faso. He scored against Burkina Faso. That is his 8th involvement in the national team, and he's only 28 years of age. I know he's going to do a lot of things in the coming CHAN. And then something else that you need to know, manze, alishuka hivi jana akaenda kuchezea timu yake Ulinzi, na he was involved. Actually, he was aliassist bao wenye Ulinzi walishinda nayo kupata 3 points jana. So that is him dedicated to playing for the national team and his team Ulinzi Stars. That is for Boniface Mushiri. Those are my player of the week. Let's watch the Burkina Faso game. Uone bao gani ilifungwa, bao safi hapo.
Pemba. Pemba. Pemba.